we are praying. Let's say loudest amen. Please be seated. God bless you. Be seated. Today is Father's Day, Men's Day in the church, and we are grateful for their preparation. And I believe God that today somebody will bless in Jesus' name. 2 Kings chapter 2. 2 Kings chapter 2, we read from verse 8. And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that they too went over in dry ground. It came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, Ask what I shall do for thee. Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. And he said, Thou art asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou seest me when I'm taken from thee, it shall be as unto thee. And if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a wild wind into heaven. Elisha saw it, and he cried, My father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes, and rent it in two pieces, and took up also the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and went back to and stood by the bank of Judah. And he took the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and smote the waters, and said, Where is the Lord God of Elijah? And when he had thus smoten the waters, he parted hither and thither, and Elisha went over. I'm talking to you, you need a father. Everybody is called by God, created by God to be the head, not the tail, the top, not the bottom, and the first, not the last. That is the agenda of God for humanity. Whether you are small now, God does not want to be small, God wants to be big. God wants to be great tomorrow. You may be a servant today, but in God's calendar, you are supposed to be a great man and a great woman. But even if God has made such global promise to you, you need somebody that will be your head. A great man called Archbishop Dausa said, a son without a father is a ghost. Everybody must become a father. But in the context we are talking about this morning, you need a godly spiritual father over your head. Elisha had a father, but he needed a spiritual father who will oversee him over the affairs of this wicked world. There are things that your physical strength cannot help you achieve. What 500 persons should pray for you that refuse to happen can happen within a tickle of an eye through the spoken word of a spiritual father. Did you hear what I said? Within a tickle of a spiritual father, I gave a young man prophecy some months ago, 2 months ago. He was sitting down there. I said, I saw you in the name of the Spirit. You are a pastor. He said, yes. I said, I saw you just finish school. He has a slim body. You know him? I said, I'm seeing a car climb a car. And he said, I have a car already. I said, I see a climb a car. The following week, somebody gave him a jeep. I see a car climbing a car. I saw a car coming again. And the following week, somebody gave me a jeep. He will be here by God's grace on Wednesday for the conference. We're going to hear his testimony. So in life, anyone that is called a father must once be a son. Because it is you being a son that qualifies you to be a father tomorrow. Many people want to become father without first being a son. What gives true sons speed in life is the sacrifices of their fathers. The sacrifice you pay for your today will sustain your children tomorrow. Every father must work hard to make a legacy, must work hard to lay a foundation for the children, so that the children will not become a threat to your life tomorrow. So for you to say you are in a member of a church, you need to have somebody you can call, this is my father. And when you say that to yourself and have a father, call a father, and you believe, it will open door for you. Until you recognize that you cannot make it alone, life will be filled with battles. When a father pays a good price for his children will enjoy it. Those who live their lives without a guidance of a father also will always die empty. Those who feel big to submit under a spiritual cover always struggle in life. I was talking with a young man, he has been in ministry for 20-something years, and I asked him a question. I said, who is your spiritual father? He said, I have not seen one yet. That is why church is not growing. For 20-something years, he didn't have up to 20 members. Because why? He said he's looking for a real father. When you want to have a real father, when you don't have a father, you want people to call you my father, but you don't have father. You are a failure. I told him the first thing that you will do is to look for a spiritual father that will guide you in this wicked world. The world is filled with wickedness. And it is a spiritual cover that will sustain you. And I pray for somebody today that you are going to understand what I'm teaching this morning. A man started a very big business, invested millions of naira into the business collapsed. He started again, the business collapsed. He started again, the business collapsed. In the course of the fourth time, he met a friend. He said, I'm seeing you doing well in your business. What is your secret? And the young man asked him a question. Who is your spiritual father? He said, I don't have a spiritual father. He said, that is why your business is collapsing. He said, why do you talk so? He said, because your spiritual father controls the forces that controls life. So look for a father first and submit to him. When you submit to a church, where you pay your tithe, where you faithfully go and serve God, and you can say, this is my pastor, things will change. He said, just like that. He said, yes. He said, look for a church. He prayerfully got a ministry that is not even big, went to the church and start worshiping that ministry and make that pastor a spiritual father, and that is the beginning of his breakthrough. Today, he has become a voice within the market for having a spiritual father. I heard about a brother who openly rebuked his pastor because he advised him not to marry more than one wife. He always come to church with about 2 or 3 of his wives. Then one day the man of God was preaching. He said, young man, I see your grave very close to you. If you can stay alone with your wife. He looked at him and stood up and said, how dare you talk to me that way? He said, prophet. He under prophetic, he gave him the prophecy. He rebuked him publicly, disgraced him, and told his wife, come on, let's get out from this church. They left. And they went back to their house. And the third wife, one morning, woke up in the morning, went to his room and used hot water and pour him. No fight, no quarrel. Hot water, pour all over his body. That is how he began to be. In that process, he's sick and died. Because why? He did not have a spiritual father. What are the roles of a spiritual father? To correct you and to guide you the way forward. A man that have no spiritual father will fail no matter the business you are. That is why the Muslims are stronger than the Christians. The Muslims, they respect their imam so much. You can never see a Muslim man disrespect imam. They can never. You can't even go close to the mosque and urinate there, they will kill you instantly. They have so much regard for their mosque and their imams. But we Christians, we don't have regard for spiritual father. We do things the way we want, and we feel that it's our life. A man got a car accident and died because he walked into the church and dragged his 2 daughters in the choir. So daughters are singing in the church, and he is of this Orthodox area. And he walked up to the church. He said, I think I've told you not to go to that church again. That pastor are calling fire, fire. Come on. He went to the church and dragged them on Sunday. As he was crossing along the road, a car came from nowhere, jammed him. Why? You have no respect for spiritual father. This morning I will be very brief because we have many things to do. Our ministers' conference is just in the next 3 days' time. I want to put some things in order. You have to humble yourself under somebody to call a father. You have to humble yourself. I was talking with a young man a few days ago, and he was telling me, he said, I have served this. I asked him a question, how many pastors have you served? He said, God led you to come and work with me. How many pastors have you served? He started mentioning names. There are some names that he mentioned are generals. Generals. To a point, he was even close to a man called Dr. Paul Eneshe. That is, he have his number. I can call you with biggest call. A man that was close to Paul Eneshe, yet today, he could not even pay his house rent. And I asked him a question. Who is your true spiritual father? He said, it's you. I said, I don't know you. I'm just seeing you for the first time. He said, I see you in television. I like you, and I just make you my spiritual. I said, no. I can't be a spiritual father because all these men you are mentioning in the spiritual, I am not their classmate. All these men that you are talking about, if we are talking about spirituality, I am not their mate at all. They are fathers who we are boys. If such men can be close to you and nothing good come out of you, means I cannot be a father to you. I told him pop and plain. He was not happy, but I told him the truth. Because you have been in ministry, you have followed this man, you have served this man. That's how many of you, your life is stagnated. You don't have somebody who can say, this is my pastor. This is my spiritual father. You don't have. You don't have. And because you don't have, your life is not balanced. Your life is shaky. Shaky. You need to have somebody who can call my spiritual father. Not every pastor is your spiritual father. There is one God have ordained to father you. And the God said, I will give you a pastor after my heart. I will give you a pastor after my heart. So God will give you. If you are in this church and I am not your spiritual father, don't pretend. Leave. Go to a church where you can have somebody called father. Did you hear me? Because if you don't have one, you can say my father, even in the dream, in the spiritual, anywhere. That means your life will not be balanced. Spiritual fathers are covers. Why do we have so many people suffering in the church? Number one reason why we are seeing many people suffering in the church is disrespecting of grace. If you look at the next verse where we read, look at the next verse in, where we read in the book of 2 Kings chapter 8 verse 14. Look at verse 14. Are you there? Thank you, Jesus. And he took the mantle that fell upon him, and so forth, and he smote the water, and he went over. And when the sons of the prophet, which we are to view at Jerusalem, at Jericho, saw him, they said, the spirit of Elijah at rest on Elisha. And they came to meet him and bowed down before him. Remember, in verse 5, precisely, verse 5, and the sons of the prophet that were at Jericho came to Elisha and said unto him, knowest now thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, yea, I know it, hold your peace. Now, these are people that are working with Elijah. They are sons of the prophet. They are following Elijah, but they don't have respect for grace. They don't have respect. They don't have regard for the grace of God upon Elijah. And so because of that issue, they were telling Elisha, who was following, he said, we know today God will take away Elijah from you. Elisha said, hold your peace, I'm aware. And at this point, he carried the mantle and they bowed to him. Anytime you disrespect grace, you'll be disgraced. Anytime you disrespect grace, you'll be disgraced. So a prophet died born in 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 1. In 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 1. 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 1. Now there cried a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophet unto Elisha, saying, thy servant my husband is dead, and thou knowest that thy servant did fear the Lord, and the Creator, his creditors is come to take him, my two sons, to be bondmen. He was following Elisha. familiarity. It was so much, he didn't have respect for the grace. Elijah was working with Elisha. Gehazi was working with Elisha. Gehazi did not have respect for grace, and he died with leprosy. This same man was working with Elisha, but he did not have respect for the grace of Elisha. So he ended up as a pauper. He died poor and used his children for credit. You are inside the church, you don't have respect for grace, you'll be disgraced. Gehazi carried curses. Carried curses. Carried curses instead of blessing, instead of double portion. The Bible said God gave Elijah so much anointing, and he handed over to Elisha, that when Elisha died, the Bible said even in the grave, his bone touched a dead man. He came back to life. A man that carries such grace was working with a man called Gehazi. No fear, no respect. No respect. In 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 25. 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 25. Look at what Elisha said. And he went in and stood before his master. And Elisha said unto him, Whence cometh thou, Gehazi? And he said, Thy servant went to Eden. And he said unto him, Went not my heart with thee when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is it time to receive money? And he received garment and olive yard and vineyards and sheep and oxen and men servants and medium servants. And the leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee and unto thy seed forever. And he went out from the presence, a leper as white as snow. That a man of this kind placed a curse on him, instead of him to say, I'm sorry, humble himself, I'm sorry. He walked out arrogantly, walked out and tell, I beg, go to hell. Nothing will happen to me. As he walked out, leprosy followed him. His children carry leprosy. There are so many proud people in the church. Arrogancy, filled with arrogant spirit. They don't have respect for men of God. They don't have respect for fathers. They see people pastoring them as their children or their mates or whatever. Because of that, they carry problems. No single regard. You see, the reason why many pastors are proud is because of their members. They humble themselves to the level of their members, and members play with them, and they started to open up their shoulder when God began to bless them. I was listening to a man of God yesterday. He was calling my name in television. I was surprised to hear that man of God calling my name in global TV. He said there is Apostle Palibo for the first time. He said that man of God is so humble, he's so caring. People, places that he do, things that he do, you can never imagine. I was so amazed when I heard it yesterday night. I was in my parlor watching TV, and I heard the man of God mention my name. There are two reasons why many Christians suffer in the churches over familiarity. Most men of God are proud today because of over familiarity between them and their followers. My spiritual father, Prophet Jeremiah, just made a jest to Bushiri. Just a jest. Short man. Finish. Just short man. Bushiri is not my mate. I senior him very well. But because of the way the members carried him, it's like a god in South Africa. It's here Bushiri, they will kill you. There are people that will kill you physically and go to prison on his behalf. They pack him. My spiritual father is a general, being celebrated all over the world. He mentioned just play. He just said Bushiri, short man. Just short man, play. And they've been doing that one for fun. And his workers add it. Just add it. You mean we call our father short man? From today, no more relationship. They warn him never to call Papa again. For over 1 year, Bushiri cannot flash Jeremiah Moto, but Jeremiah cannot even call him. They bound him. Bushiri have to change his line. Respecting grace. And the worst people like Niger Deltas, we are too proud to have single respect. You have respect for grace. So it makes people look us down as if we are nothing. What I carry, I've seen it in the realm of the spirit. I've seen other TV preachers. I try. But familiarity has caused many people to break down. I heard about a man, not a man of God, he's a businessman, came to the church with a brand new car to come and give to his father, his pastor. The general overseer traveled out of the state for special assignment, and he left the church for assistant pastor, and he traveled only for the man to come with the car. He want to come and give to the assistant pastor of the church who is in charge with a brand new tear-rubber car. When he came inside the pastor's office, the GO's office, he saw the assistant pastor on top of the general overseer's chair, rocking and using his cup to drink water. He said, what? What an arrogance. The man said, I came to give you this car, but seeing you on top of our father's chair, you are proud. He walked out of the church. He said, I will never enter this church again except our GO comes. I brought Bishop Miracle Williams, who is not my mate, not my class, higher than me in ministry. That man, altars he has climbed. I pray I should be able to climb before I die. He came to me, he refused to sit on my chair. I said, man of God. He said, no, your chair. He said, no, I can't sit on your chair. I said, why? I said, no. There is something I see in you that is amazing. I brought Bishop Elijah from Abuja. He came, he refused to sit on my chair. But small boys like Ejiro, small boys, they will sit on my chair, me rocking. How will you go far? No fear. That a man brought himself to our level doesn't mean that you should take it that way. No fear. My father called me, Jeremiah called me last week, son, I want to see you. I went to him. I could not even sit down. He said, sit down. I'm afraid to sit close to him. That's my relationship. Most of you are too proud. That's why God cannot bless a proud man. You are too proud, too arrogant. And God looked at the pride. The Bible says God gives grace to the humble. You resist the proud. That means God fights you. When God sees pride, He fights you. One of the most girls I love so much in this church is Esther. I love that girl. I see Nami Bona. I love that girl with passion. Last week she gets married without my notice. How will she succeed? She's not my mate. She can't be my girlfriend. I cried. I said, this girl disrespectful. God said, leave her for me. A worker in the church did a wedding without me. No, I didn't even hear it. I only saw it in Facebook. I didn't hear it. I said, what happened? So she's married. What? I called my wife, are you aware? No. Nobody's aware. God said, leave her for me. Pride! The Bible says, pride goeth before destruction. When you are too proud, God will resist you. Ooh. Thank you, Jesus. The man of God had sex with one of his members. And he called his second in command and said, oh, boys, what did I do? I did a mistake. Oh. Did a very big mistake. Please, let's pray together. And they prayed together and they said, let's pray together. They prayed together. And he cried. He rolled on the altar for days. More than 4 days he refused to eat. He was crying, Lord, have mercy. After a few weeks later, after some months later, some elders came to the man of God and said, man of God, we are leaving the church. He said, what happened? He said, we heard that you fornicated with so and so person. He said, what? I told my second in command, what happened? The young man was boasting everywhere. Yes, I told you, I'm in charge of the church. The GO came and said, I'm sorry, I did something happened, I did it. And I told my second in command, it's the only person I told. My wife is not aware. And I know I did such mistake. She was a worker in the church. Somehow we met somewhere in occasion and I fornicated with her. And the church says sorry. The young man walked out. He was telling everybody that need to hear. And one day he was talking to some pastors and a strange wind began to blow on his head. He removed his cloth and began to run mad. Why? because of familiarity with his father. So close that he told him his secret. He took advantage of his secret and began to talk anyhow. And that is how God struck him to death. Touch not my anointed, and to my prophet no harm. Be careful how you treat men of God, because you are carrying blessings and curses. Number 3 reason why God don't bless some people in the church is over stinginess. Say after me, over stinginess. Say louder, over stinginess. Stinginess have level. Stinginess have level. Today, people are running around Atiku, that they want Atiku to come back, but they know he worked in what is called shop by shop. Some people are ready to die for him. You will be surprised. Watch what I want to tell you. In the next 3 months, 2 months' time, you will see deflation that will make you fear. Nigeria will tumble. This country, write it down. This country will shake. People in power will defect anyhow. Because you can't tell me that you are fighting corruption and you are pampering corruption. Don't ever deceive us by telling us that we are fighting corruption and only corrupt people around you. Yet they are sleeping well. Nigeria will shake. But the shaking is our favor. Many Christians are suffering because they hardly release what they have. They are too stingy to bring out cover for the work of God. They can never support anything in the work of God. But they can sponsor party burial. If somebody died, they carry it on their head. Birthday, they will spray money. But whenever they come to church, they will not. When they are going for occasion, they will put money at the back pocket, the front pocket, the inner pocket, everywhere. When they are coming to church, they will float everything and keep inside the wardrobe. And come with 10 naira, 5 naira. No matter how the pastor preach, if you like, he preach until tears come out of his eye. They will not bring a 10 kobo. Many are even rich, yet they can never support their pastor. They can never support their church. The man of God said, if you are a member of a church for a month and your pastor has not eaten your money, it shows that you don't love him. Man of God says so. If you are a member of a church for 1 month and your pastor has not tested your money, it shows that you don't love God. So the word of God is powerful. Another man of God said, if you have 100,000 naira in your account and your pastor is looking for just 10,000, it shows that you hate your pastor. How can you tell me that you have so much money in your bank account and your pastor is trekking? He's looking for money to feed. The wise man said, if you have 2 cars and your pastor is still trekking, it means you are very stingy. I heard about another man of God said, if you are a child of God and your hand and resources is not touching the welfare of your pastor, you will soon enter into a big problem. When I was in River State Polytechnic, we have a man called Pascal. We call him Bro Pascal. I call him Daddy Pascal. He was our fellowship president. I came from a very poor family. Things were so rough. One day God said to me, if you want to survive in this campus, take care of your fellowship president. Then every time I goes out and I see 5,000 naira, I will buy bread. I will buy things for him. I will buy for him. I will buy some. Anytime I go, he will pray for me, say, receive grace. And that is how God began to sustain me in the campus, small, until God helped me. When I was serving Pastor John in LA, I didn't have money to give to Pastor John. All I was doing was to follow his wife to farm, to go and do cassava, dig the ground, and begin to do farming with her. And I'll be taking it to Usokun. And I go to Usokun, I will grab the cassava. I will bring it to a restaurant. We will tie the cassava. I will go to a river. I will kick crab. I will kick crayfish. I will give to them to be eating. They will pray for me. I didn't have physical cash, but I was doing it willingly. Sowing seed to make sure they are comfortable. One night I went to see them and I saw the children were crying and they were trying to chew bread. I ran to the house and began to pound loloi around 10 o'clock. I pound loloi, 2 okra soup brought for them to eat. Why? Because I know that my pastor is not there because he wants to be there. God called him. No man of God will say, the day Pastor Songa White came to our ministry, then I was following him as a spiritual son. I gave him things that he used me to preach for 3 months. He said, I have never seen a son like a Palebo. I have never come across any man of God. I have never tested my kobo. How long have you been in this church? Have you ever given me 10 kobo? Also, you believe that I am here because God called me. So because God called me, God is sending money. Who told you? God doesn't bring money physically. He uses men to bring money. You are in a church. Your pastor is not testing your food, your water, your drink. It's a sign that you don't love God. If you're a child of God and your resources is not touching your pastor, means you will soon have problem. If you are a man of God said, if I am your pastor, what have I gained from you? Since you are saying amen to my painful fasting and prayer for you. You are saying amen, I receive. Amen, I receive. The sacrifices I pay for you. You can't pay me. The wise man said, since you joined this ministry, what have you contributed that gives you the boldness to trouble my midnight sleep? And everywhere is quiet. Yet last Sunday we were shouting, I receive, I receive. Now don't receive, listen. The word of God is for correction. The pastor said, since I am your pastor, what have you done in my life that you will not allow me to sleep in the midnight? Calling me for prayer, disturbing my midnight sleep because I'm fasting for you. He that giveth water to a prophet shall receive a prophet reward. Anytime you give to your father, they will prosper. Some are only collecting, they don't give. And that is how they attract problem to themselves. My spiritual father, Prophet Jeremiah, can say it with boldness that at the trial. The next thing that makes people suffer in the church is speaking against pastors, speaking against men of God. No matter what you think you are, if you don't respect your pastor and you are spoiling him, you will go down. Those who spoil their pastors always attract judgment of God. The earth is open and is carrying blessings. But cursing and insulting your spiritual father can close your heaven. The wise man said, never speak against a man you say amen to his prayer. It will backfire and turn you upside down. Those who spoil their pastors always attract judgment. Moses! They start shouting on him. I pray for you today. Doors are opening for you. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, come and see men who are coming all over the world to come and celebrate a man some of you don't respect. This church will be filled up. We are expecting at least 200 pastors. Some are prophets, bishops, South Africa, coming from different countries to this place. They are coming to connect to grace. You can stay inside water, soap enter your eye. God called me because of you. But some attitude and some of us, our lifestyle is tracking me down. Why do I say so? For you to be a true son, you must have a true father. And if you don't have a man under that is covering your head, you will never go far. Ministry is deep. a mystery. Life is a mystery. This life you are seeing is controlled by spiritual forces. And if you don't know and deal with that spirit of arrogancy, you can't go far. You cannot go far. That the man of God walk up to a bishop and say, if you don't keep quiet, I will slap you. The pastor sent me a card number a few days ago, and I looked at him. I have not responded till today. I have not. They are going to bury his father next week. And I will say, even if it's 5,000 system, I have not talked to him till today. Why? When he talked, I heard him say, I am the only prophet in the church. My pastor is a preacher. When I heard that from him, Port Harcourt, I said, this guy will never go far. That he was saying in the altar, our pastor, our general overseer, is a preacher. I am the only prophet in this church. And from that day, I know that he will never go far in life. Because he was given an opportunity to go forward. Right? So, speaking against your spiritual father will drag you down and make your life miserable. And they started shouting for Moses. Moses, Moses, we are thirsty. Moses, we are hungry. Moses, you are insulting Moses in such a level. The meekest man, Bible said Moses was the meekest man, the most humble man. Moses did not know what to do, and God said, these people are speaking against my son too much. The earth opened up and swallowed them. When Moses was dropped by the water bank, his sister called Miriam, went and picked him and handed him over to Pharaoh's wife, daughter. And she was the one that nurtured him, that helped Moses, brought Moses up. But a time came that Moses wanted to marry, and she said, you will not marry in that place, you must marry where I want you to marry. And when Moses married his own choice, she started giving Moses problem. After all, you are not my mate. After all, you are this. Are you the only one that we hear from God? Are you the only prophet in their land? And one day God said, Moses, let me deal with her. Bible said Moses went and started crying to God, please forgive. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. God said no. And God gave his sister leprosy. Gave her leprosy, and they took her out of the camp. And she was smelling. That you are messing up a man of God. Most of you, not me only, other people will talk against them a lot. And when you talk against pastors, because for instance in Goa is small, anything that happens in slow place can be circulated within a tickle of an eye. You had it, close your ears and run away. When you hear people speaking against a man of God, run away. Don't go and be part of that conspiracy. Because there is a God that called them, who will attack you. He will deal with you. That's why so many people suffering. So many people are suffering today because of they don't have respect for men of God. If I count people that have hurt me, I don't hurt people. When you hurt me, I won't talk to you. I will not leave you. The woman got 7 miscarriages. 7. Under frustration, she went to a man of God and said, please pray for man of God. Said, your mouth, I've seen your womb. She said, I don't understand. He said, what have you been saying about your pastor's wife? She began to cry. She said, I always tell people she don't know how to dress. She like to dress anyhow. So anytime she come to church, she irritates me. God, man of God said, go and beg her. Go and say the same thing you said like a testimony and beggar. If not, you will never carry a child. She abused her pastor's wife because she don't know how to dress well. Everywhere she goes, she's a spoiler. And God sealed her womb. She began to have miscarriages, miscarriages, miscarriages. Why the pastor's wife is not aware? Finally, the reason why God don't bless people in the church is not that they don't pray, they don't fast, they don't sow seed. It's because they are too big to work for God. 1 Corinthians 15:58, it said, be strong and be unmovable. Always abound in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know your labor is not in vain in God. Anytime you feel too big to work for God, God will look at you and say, you are too small to collect from me. too big to work for God. There are people that have been in the church for more than 2 years. They are not in any department. They come to church only Sunday. And if the Sunday they come the time they like. They don't do anything in the church. They don't join any department. They feel easily rejected. When they enter the church, they only to serve God and they go. There are some people that feel that they are too big to be a worker in the house of God. Caleb said to Moses, I am 80 years, but I'm strong like 40 years. Give me that mountain to possess. I still want to work for God. I still want to be relevant in the house of God. I still want to be useful. I still want to do something for God. He said, give me that mountain. What are you doing in the church? You have been in the church 1 year, 1, 2 years, 3 years. A day the church is full. Wow, thank God the church is full today. When empty chairs are there, you said the man of God is not strong. He's no longer spiritual. He's no longer active. Who told you? 2 and 3 cannot make a forest. So these are people, they come to church the time they like and they leave the time they like. So God bless them the way you like too. Whenever you are doing the work of God with all your heart, with all your strength, God will begin to reward you, begin to open door for you, begin to bless you, begin to increase you, begin to protect your family. This kind of people, they never stay in one church for a long time because they are quick to pick offense. I was talking with a young man one day. He came and met me and said, sir, I like you. I said, what? Why? He said, you are very, very humble. I said, I like you too. He said, why? He said, you dress very well. Sit down. Can we talk? Who are you? He said, I'm Pastor so and so. From where? From Obigo. Are you sure about yourself? I said, no. So what I looked at, he said, God led me to come and work with you. I said, what happened to your pastor that you are working with at Obigo? He said, my pastor don't know how to preach. That is the beginning, no? My pastor don't know how to preach. Always sleep. I looked at him. Things when talk about him, pastor. He said, my pastor, enjoyment. This me and the other pastor are doing the work. I'll preach. Things are happening. So needs to collect the offering and tithe and enjoy. He said, but why did you leave him? He said, he sent me to one of the branch that was there. That went there within a few months, overflow. And he said, you want to come and be in that parish now? So I said, I'm leaving. I laughed. I said, Oga, you are a proud man. All the things you have been saying about your pastor, you have never said anything good about him. Not even one. He said, we can't work together. Because only a foolish man speak evil against somebody that have been a blessing to him. He never said one good thing about that man. And I later discovered that he was inside the church giving phone numbers to people that come as first timers for special prayers. I have worked with a pastor in this church here who have gotten almost everybody's phone number for special prayers. I don't do special prayers. Everybody is important here. If you have a problem, God will use me to solve it. But special prayers, I'm coming to Edake, I'm coming to your house by 4 o'clock to come and do special prayers. Then you have to raise up. I don't do that. Everybody has sons and daughters. So this one go for special prayers, collecting their money, doing altar for them, and the general pastor discover and say, what are you doing to my members? That's a ran. So I told him, you cannot work with me. Because the man you work with, you messed him up. You cannot. they go to the church and see the church doing well. Instead of them to help the church to balance or go forward, they will cause problem and bring down the church. If they are in choir department, they don't know how to sing, but they will cause problem. If they are the ones singing, they see others as nothing. If they go to media, they don't know anything, but they will not allow the people knowing to do the work. If they get to prayer band, if others lead prayer, they will not pray. If they lead prayer, then they go to pray. Are you hearing me? I was in a prayer meeting where we are praying. One man like that. Anytime somebody lead prayer, he will do like this. He will never pray. Bring a share. Let me show what you always do. Bring the share. These people enter any organization, they will scatter what they meet. Others are praying, sweating. We will be sitting like this. You won't hear anything. They will not stand up. But when it's time for him to pray, are you praying or you are playing? Pray, 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 pray. Pray, pray, pray. Yeah. You are praying, you are sweating, your intestines are squeezing. Pray, 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 pray. Open your mouth, open your mouth. One day, we are praying. My told me. He was doing like that. Then they asked him to come and lead warfare prayer. Warfare. My father.